Peace and love, family. You already know what it is. It's your boy King Heru and your boy Espizito. This is the Get Righteous podcast. We locked in. I hope I can make this thing stand up. Bigger. What's good, my boy? I gotta put my bed in. Tweaking. Zero. Allen.
Get it right. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I can make this thing up. Oh, hold on, I got a trick. I got a trick.
What's up, y'all?
Bigger Hell, what's good, baby? How you been?
Brother.
Team squad, what's up? I done started it.
What's the word?
Tonight. You.
Hey, yo, if these Jets beat the Eagles, right?
That's what I'm saying. I
don't want to hear shit.
I'm wild. I'm setting this up, and I'm supposed to be watching that to set that up.
I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Peace, peace, peace.
Speaking of,
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What you been up to?
I don't know the control of that. Here it is.
Woo. Oh, that was another pick. Yo, Hurts threw like how many picks since the game? Like he threw like 6 picks.
What's up, bro?
I think I threw like 6 picks in the end zone. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Business. Not catching the ball for Hurts. They ass.
Bro, the Jets are winning with everybody out on defense and damn near everybody out on offense. Let's go. Eagles needed to be humbled. Like so many times word. Making it happen in that positive motion. Absolutely. One foot in front of the other, B. One day at a time.
Yes!
It's on, you know?
Yes!
Absolutely.
We talk about the podcast where we all watching the game at the same time. It's wild right now. If y'all live with us or what you do here then, well, this is the weekend. They doing their thing. 4 times.
I like it. Seeing crazy ass Aaron Rodgers out on the field throwing passes and shit. I'm like, bro, you just had Achilles surgery. What are you doing? Like,
Hey,
this is maniac.
you think it's over? He got in the Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah. Yeah. And they got the 2 point. Bro, this is crazy. Okay. Listen, man. Anyway.
Dolphins parlay was great. Tua, you mean to tell me Tua couldn't run out the pocket for 4 yards?
Yes, he could, but that wasn't in the game script today.
Never, because he just sitting back there like, I got 1,000 cheaters out here. All of it just floating like a joint. Bro, I love watching them, but I'm like, yo, bro, you couldn't just run for a simple just 4 yards for your boy. 4 yards.
A quick 5-banger, real quick. Nah, wasn't happening, Chief.
A quick 450 for 5. Yeah. You just for 4 yards.
Yeah. I wasn't taking. I really didn't take any QB props today. The only one I put down on today was Hal for 135 yards because I knew he was going to get busy today. So I took him.
I might do a light one for the Bills and what's the name? I got to get it in before.
I ain't fucking with it. I think it's a trap game. But I took Hal for that. I took AJ Brown for 100 plus. I took Reek for an anytime touchdown. I took Boyd for an anytime touchdown. So all them motherfuckers hit. I'll let your boy.
Winner, they balling right now.
Winner chicken dinner.
Winner chicken din.
But we here. Lovely, lovely. Episode 87 of the Get Righteous podcast. We love having y'all here with us. We appreciate you for coming in on this lovely Sunday evening. Per usual, we run advertisements with the podcast. We run 15, 30, 45-second advertisements with the podcast. So if you have a side hustle or a business that you would like to plug and get in front, get eyes on everything, you would gain a whole lot of exposure from our listenership and our viewership, which is about to crack the 75,000 mark very, very shortly. You would gain exposure on the West Coast via Power 109, down south via the Stardom 101 Mag, and obviously our up top flow up here is just incredible. We're obviously on every major streaming platform, multiple countries now. Shout out to the listenership and the viewership. Partners with W Energy, so any type of side hustle or business that you have going on, it would behoove you to advertise with us. To do so, DM the podcast page or either one of us directly, and we can talk pricing. We ain't here to break nobody. We're here to help and elevate. You go to any of these other companies that claim that they have good advertising prices for your small businesses or whatever the case may be. It's going to be an arm and a leg. With us, not the case. All right. Per usual, obviously, if you would like to support the podcast, our cash apps are in the link in the bio of the podcast page. Whatever is clever, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. We appreciate y'all regardless. Wow, Jets, incredible. With that being said, bills is paid, man. Let's just get into the shits. Whole lot of craziness, a whole lot of madness going on right now. I feel like we would be doing folks a disservice if we didn't add our 2 cents to this whole Cheesecake Factory fiasco that's going on. Apparently, there was a woman who was recording her first date with a guy, and the full context is that she was late. So they had to cancel reservations to the first spot, right? So he called an audible. Just so happens that the audible was to the Cheesecake Factory. So she's recording this whole shit because, everybody's a content creator now. And she's trying to play this dude, literally, for taking her. She's like, somebody who looks like this, you're going to take me to the Cheesecake Factory? Downplaying the Cheesecake Factory. So, my question, my good sir, have we finally entered we almost threw another pick. Have we finally entered the phase where we can't take these women to Cheesecake Factory for an acceptable date? Is that not an acceptable spot now? What are we doing?
I thought that was some nice, good food.
Listen, this is the Cheesecake Factory. Every time we ever went, the menu was always like that.
In fact, it's gravy, especially the one in GA. Even like it's different spots, but for the most part, it stay right. Like, listen here. I don't give a fuck if we going out to get a goddamn scoop of ice cream and a goddamn you better take this shit and enjoy this motherfucking moment. But because that we couldn't get to the what was the first shit they was going to?
I don't know. Supposedly it was a 5-star joint. Dude had the reservations, but she took forever to get dressed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then you got going to some highly, and you're supposed to be, as a female, you're supposed to definitely, if you know it take you an hour or so to get ready, and that shit is, and we got to be there. Reservations is at 8 o'clock, 5-star restaurant. By 5 o'clock, 5:30, you better be getting your ass ready. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But other than that, and then if you're not going to take that now, go to the Cheesecake Factory to sit down and get right, then yeah, you out your mind. That's wild. I mean,
shit, I would love to go to Cheesecake Factory. That girl's crazy. 100. Like, what? I don't understand this. And the crazy part is, you go on these socials and you see all of these women talking about, oh, it's giving broke. It's giving, I live paycheck to paycheck. It's giving, I don't got no savings. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's what it's giving? That, I wasn't aware that that's what that's giving, because, you know, anytime, like I said before, you know, we stepped to the Cheesecake Factory, man. That bill was never cheap.
I understand exactly. Either way, the bill's never cheap. The food is good, great. Food. Want to get good food, high quality food. Like you said, that's her fault, not his. He should be glad that he still wanted to go at this point. Exactly, and then right, like you said, because the nigga like me, nigga, it'd be motherfucking chicken wings and fries from the chicken shack, nigga, off South.
Don't forget the corn nuggets.
I
Don't
spit
forget.
right up fast, motherfucker. 4 for 4 on your ass.
And she acted so appalled because he said, you know what? I'm going to take you home. I'm going to drop you off at home. So she didn't. So not only was she late and getting to the original spot, not only did they miss those reservations, not only did she try to act like Cheesecake Factory wasn't good enough for her, now you missed out totally. And now you got to go home and be hungry. You just go to the park for a day, I would be happy. Word is wrong. Like, that's what it's supposed to be about. You're supposed to be, you know, building this relationship thing. You know, it's not supposed to be. Of course, you know, eventually we can go do these, you know, Egyptian cloth napkins and, you know, 65 candles and shit like that. Of course we can get to that. But if we can't, if we can't go sit down at a Cheesecake Factory, you know what I mean, we got a problem. Because there ain't nothing wrong with no damn Cheesecake Factory. He handled that like a man. He dropped her off at home instead of just ghosting her and leaving her. Word is bond. Took her back the whole shit. Like, I was watching that whole shit unfold, like, word, yo? And then you try to clown him, like, talking about what it's giving and all of these things. Like, that's half of people's problem now. You don't gotta ball out every time, you know, for a fucking date, bro. Like, if you can't,
Even later at will, you feel me?
yeah,
Motherfucker, moment. That's okay. Ball out for right now.
you feel me?
Catch me. See?
It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So what that we just had to touch on that because, man, listen,
Yo,
these motherfuckers got it twisted out here.
dude,
Females be asking for much, don't appreciate shit. Your word is bond. That's a fact. And that, I'm aware that goes both ways too with us men. You know, some dudes is like that, but it's just wild to see somebody actually sit there and be like, somebody who looks like this, thinking you got it, like you know, you looking how you supposed to look and all these things, and thinking like you too good for, you know, a motherfucking Cheesecake Factory, bro. Come on now. It's giving you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's giving you're trying to build a little vlog up by belittling somebody else because she tried to play him. You understand? Like, that's what it's giving. So, yeah, man. You know, her last boyfriend took her for that 4 for 4. Hey, man. Let me tell you something about the 4 for 4. 4 for 4 saves lives. Okay? Because sometimes all you got is motherfucking 4. That's it. Okay? Yeah, cheesecake. Always. This fucking Cheesecake Factory always been money. These cats is wild. So, we go from one crazy female to another. Miss Jada Pinkett, grabbing headlines, you know the vibes. Apparently, it has come to all of our attention that her and Will have not been together since 2000. Well, they've been separated. They've been separated since 2018. Yeah. Let no remainders. Let's do the math on it. So this whole keep my wife's name out your mouth. Right. All of this entanglement, August Alsine, and all of that. Y'all motherfuckers wasn't even together?
Now,
Bruh. At this point,
this is what
at
I'm gonna say this because I know, like, I mean, like I know, like, oh, when me and my split up or whatever, even though we wasn't together, but we were still,
together.
you know, we were sharing the same space, sharing the same whatever, you know what I mean? It was still what? So I'm not lying because probably they probably have not been together, but they just not separated. They just not apart.
Right. They're not divorced, but they're separated.
For 3.5 years. Stuck in the bed, what, 6, 7 out of a fresh new apartment, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and living there, constant day by day, not moving, not swerving on nothing, still handling food, dinner, kids, good, all that. So, like, that could be 100. That could just be truth. I'm just saying that it could be truth. At the time, it's a little crazy because a couple things was happening. Yeah, open
Uh,
up age, cats getting smacked. Wow, you know what I'm saying? So for now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's timing with shit. So I ain't saying that it's not true, but at the same time, it's timing because now, like, different little things that have happened, and then now you come out and you say, like, now,
I don't like the title because they got their own personal mental issues with each other. Hey, yeah. Words won't be because I be trying to figure this shit out, and I'm like, all right, I understand. Boom, you separated and you're not divorced. Okay, you live in separate houses, but you're not divorced. Okay, I get it. You know, marriage is a business. You understand? And respectively, so your brands are connected and all of these things. So, you know, a divorce per se, you probably wouldn't want to go that route. Um, but to be out here and then your book drops and then the book drops and it's all of this stuff where she's talking about her time with Tupac and she went to jail and to go visit him and he proposed to her and he supposedly had alopecia and all of these. I'm like, bruh, you stay dog. You stay like Will keeps catching hella strays. I don't understand how this man still wants to be connected to her. I get the whole unconditional love thing. I understand that totally. But the amount of strays that Will has caught while being with Jada, crazy.
word, word. I'm like, you gotta get low and leave the joint alone, like you said, like, at this really for what it is. You know what I mean? Say whatever y'all to do business wise because of all that shit, all that money and all that shit that you got. We know, everybody know, with all that. Do what you gotta do. But as far as just still being in each other's space, presence, even when it comes to this limelight shit and all that, and it's always not good. It's always negative. Like, whether the kids is older or not, you still got a family, y'all still got kids, you still got shit going on. So this
Mm-hmm.
now, yo, part, you know what I mean? Depart and depart ways, let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Crazy, yo. It's so. I feel bad for Will, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold. I legit feel bad for him because the, the mental anguish that he must go through is on a whole other level. Because you had to deal with a whole bunch of wild, not just the August Alsina shit, and not just the Oscar slap and all of this shit. Where I still say he was in the right for that. Listen, I mean, you said keep my wife's name out your mouth, and here it is now. It's coming out that this whole time while y'all been separated, Chris Rock tried to weasel his way in and tried to holler at Jada because he knew they were separated. Of course, he slapped the shit out of him. Makes sense to me.
Oh yeah, word. See, word. Know what I mean? That's what I heard people post that too and say like, hell yeah, that shit was real.
The fuck? I feel bad for Will, man. This is rough. That's rough. That's rough, man. But yeah, man, that's all I got for that. It's just, you got anything else to add to that whole thing? We say?
Out of there, baby. It's time to get up out of there.
Oh, okay. Every time, just so you know, every time you lean back, it doesn't pick up your voice.
All right. Yeah, make sure let me rock on. You can hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, you good.
Yeah.
So, moving on, man. This is drama, drama, drama. Again, we would be remiss if we did not address, the drama within our own culture. Mr. Aubrey or Drake versus Joe Budden again. You know, I'm aware, and well, if you're not aware, if the people listening are not aware, people watching are not aware, Drake had a new album that dropped. Cool, right? So it's Drake at the end of the day, and we all know that you can't throw a brick in any direction without hitting a Drake stand. You and what it comes down to is, Joe being who he is and having the platform that he does, his opinion matters when it comes to our culture, in terms of hip hop, in terms of podcasting, in terms of all of this shit. you know. And he said the album wasn't that great.
That's what that's what he said.
That's what he said. And listen, we all know how I feel, about the whole Joey shit. Like, when it came to his own crew and shit, I don't fuck with none of that shit. But where I fuck with him on this one is like, bro, this is what we do. We give our opinions, our takes, and all of these things, and people tune in and people watch and listen to hear these things. And he's qualified to judge your music. You understand? So he said this project wasn't it. I agree. The album was terrible.
Not it.
Not it.
It's not it.
This shit ain't it.
But listen to this is what I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
But Captain Lightskin got in his feelings.
But I'm not. Let me say just hold on. I'm gonna just say what I gotta say now because now I'm gonna say what Z has. It doesn't matter. Anyone in this world, you have an opinion on how you feel about anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll go whether it's fact or not. That's different. But your opinion is yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and for Joe, artist been out there, been doing his thing. If you do know, back in the day, now whatever. You know what I'm saying? He definitely had. Yeah, he got a right to have an opinion in this game, especially this hip hop game now,
Yeah.
or whatever music game. But it goes to say, shit. If he said Zito has, now I haven't listened to it, I haven't heard it, but if Zito says it's not good, then trust me, we done a lot of music, studied a lot of music, listened to a lot of albums, a lot of different genres. We don't care what type of music it is. So if he's saying that album is not up to par, and that's not some, what we used to about Drake, then, brother, definitely.
Hey, listen. it just wasn't it. I mean, we could go into detail. We could break it down further, of what it is and what it isn't. Uh, but he's dropped better. That's the best I could put it. Like, and I'm not a Drake fan like that, you know. But at the same time, I give him his credit in what he does and does very well. You understand? Like, he's an entertainer. I don't consider him an MC. I don't consider him a rapper like everybody else does, because certain things that he's done in his career disqualified him from that. So he can't be in those conversations. You understand? So, but for what he does, his lane, there's very few who can do what he does. You know what I mean? Then you want to bring up the whole, oh, he's one hit away from passing Michael Jackson in terms of number one hits and and Drake is the GOAT. And I'm like, slow down, slow down, slow down. Because there's apples, there's oranges, there's certain things that you cannot compare yourself to. One of the things that a modern artist cannot do is compare themselves to Michael Jackson. Can't do it. Times is different. And the time where they inflate these streaming numbers and all of this other crazy shit, you're talking about somebody who literally was the most well-known person on the face of the earth. Didn't matter what country, didn't matter where you was from. Everybody knew Michael Jackson. And moving units, selling albums during the time period of when Mike was out. He moved so many, it was fucking unheard of. You're not moving that type of shit today. Nobody is. I don't care who it is. You can put your Taylor Swifts up there. You can put your Beyonces up there. Your Rihanna's up there. Nobody is moving units like Mike. Just saying. But in terms of the whole Joe Budden and fucking Drake shit, Drake got very upset and then started talking all this shit, towards Joe Budden. This is you're listening to somebody who failed at music. He's a loser. He's this, and all of these things. Ba, 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 ba. When we all know, when they was exchanging songs, Joe smoked his boots and he never responded after a certain point. So let's not do that. Let's not do it. That's just, you can't bark up that tree. You know? I don't know. I wanted Pat to come on and discuss this, but because he's our resident Drake fan, but that has yet to come to fruition. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Lastly, on the agenda before we jump into Q&A, man. Once again, crazy times in the world. This whole Israel and Palestine madness that's going on. To get your thoughts on everything that's transpired. Hamas, Israel, such a tricky situation, man. But it begs the question as to what the fuck is actually going on with this shit. Like what is it really, and what isn't it? Because if you tune into the news, they'll tell you it's one thing. They'll say, "Hey, man, we gotta help motherfucking Israel because Hamas is all of these things and blah 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 blah." But you don't really see, and you don't really see the other side. You don't see the take, from Palestine.
Facts, you feel me? Now, you know how we look. Uh, we try to get the best from about it, the Ukraine. You can't help them, help them, help them, help them. Why not the other side?
It's a chess game. Word be.
Country on that side. So that's the little baby. When Israel was created, that was between us when it was going through the stuff with old boy and then Holly and all that, and then they brought them over there, took over a little piece of land, placed them in there. That's where y'all. This is where y'all get your all that. This is how these Jews from up there, from where the Jews are, who had the problems with Hit and Russia and all that. This is how they got there. They got there because when we went in, you can look it up. The 19, I just said it to you, Zio. Panther tankers went through what's the name? Went through Russia, rescued mad Jewish people. There's videos on YouTube. I can go watch this. There's videos with Jewish people from that time when they had that Holocaust joint, and we finally got up there and went up in there. Went up in there. Those tanks, those brothers, black brothers that went in there and got those Jews out of there. It's right now. Y'all can go on YouTube and watch it with these people telling y'all like we looked up, all we seen was soldiers rescue us and get us up out of there. So when they got them out of there, they placed them in that part of Africa and called that Israel. So that is the US's baby's little country in what's the name, and who are we always beefing with over sources, oils, stuff like that. What Zito just said, the other side where we can't get the news from, we not hearing what's going on. We don't got no, y'all understand this. Shit get off. When you in a different country, you can cut your shit off to certain places unless you got the end. And certain get in, that's do that. Me and Z don't know about that type of stuff, but you just can't mess with certain stuff if you're not willing to, you know what I mean, mess up your thing. So we got to understand just what Zito said. We're not hearing what's happening on the other side because Israel is baby you and baby America. Put it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's baby America over there. So that's why you see it's always aid them, help them, things like that. But why we not hearing from these people? What they doing to these people? We not hearing about them killing them. That or why fighting back? Why are these people all of a sudden now, defending themselves so hard? Like, you know what I mean? And now why is it a problem though? When it was just doing it and taking over and doing as we do, when we go to places until it become a problem, and then now we about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like now, why is it a problem when these people want to fight back, get together, you know what I'm saying, and hold it down? Now they the bad guys, they the bad people. So we just gotta understand that. Now I'm not for none of it, but this is that time. And people going down the timeline from the beginning to now, we're in that timeline. This is that timeline. So it's gonna be a little crazy, a little rocky, and people worldwide just gonna start. They're gonna hold down. They, you know what I mean? Hold down where they at. Hold down their place. And if they feel like they being pushed too much, we in a time now of, you know, not say it's craziness, but it's going to be a lot of fighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put it out there for fear mongering as, you know, and all this other stuff. It's just going to be a lot of fighting because a lot of people are not going to keep having pushed against and made things look like they crazy and off the world, but in reality, they being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that a lot of people that's being oppressed in these days, not having it no more. So it's going to be a little crazy. It's crazy over there. I just posted a video. I'm watching. I'm looking at a few videos. People sending me videos. And like I said, I don't want to wish that on nobody, especially that's kids and women over there. And y'all know how I feel. Even the innocent dudes, the innocent period.
Yeah.
But I know kids and women, like that's kids and women over there regardless. Like this is not just like these people don't say we're and we're going to go to this battlefield. This is not no 1940s, 70s. This ain't that times. This is not we taking this away from the people and we going to go to this meet up on this land, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get it in and do what we do, and that's it. Like this is homes, this is kids, this is wild stuff. So in a time like this, yes, this is what's needed to happen because we in a different time, we're moving into a different timeline. But to get off the subject, it is wild, man, because a lot of people, there's a lot of innocent people being, a lot of people prisoners of war. You know what I mean? A lot of people get snatched up, get taken, kids, women, men. You know what I mean? All types of things. And you know, me and Zito, we always talk about this. So it's not just.
It's going to get bad. Country loving U.S. citizens of all walks need to unite. We should not have a country. We have enough domestic problems to handle worthy.
Post about how we send an aid to other places, but like I said, that's another joint, another time. But yeah, Zito, that's that on that. That's how I see that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna say this. um, it's just one of those things, right? Uh, for me, when when we come up on here every Sunday, you know, I like to think we bring the truth. I like to think that people come to us because they believe we know what we're talking about. You know, um, we're well aware of the parameters in which we can speak when it comes to these streaming platforms and everything like that. What to say, what not to say, the whole shit. Okay? This is one of them times.
so I had to drop in on y'all a little bit, but not.
This is one of them times where we just gonna throw the script all the way out. Okay?
Usually do, but tonight is just.
I'm gonna say this, and this is not gonna be nothing crazy. But here's the shit. You turn on the news, you see everybody talking about helping Israel, Hamas is these things, Hamas is all of these bad things. Ba, 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 ba. Right? Hamas, 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 Hamas. Does that remind you of anything? Just saying. It should. It should be vaguely familiar because we always get told to never forget, never forget, never forget. It's the same playbook. It's the very same playbook. What is the major thing? What is the one major thing that they keep talking about with the Hamas attacks? The Islamic State. When anybody who follows Islam knows that the extremists follow literally a paragraph out of the Quran. Literally a paragraph. Anybody who knows Islam knows that that's not what they teach, right? But if you go on all of these socials and you go and you see how people are talking about all of this, right? Oh my gosh, I was here and I heard one of the people say Allahu Akbar and all of these things, which is God is the greatest. Right. So but you need to know what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with extremists, extremism. Okay? One person or a group of people taking something to the extreme. Like I said, it's a paragraph, damn near, from out of the Quran that they follow. Not what Islam teaches. Okay? And we all know there's holes in every religion. There's holes in Islam, holes in Christianity, holes in Catholicism. Ever since they introduced monotheism, holes, 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 holes. Holes everywhere. You understand? But when it comes to this shit, you have to pay attention to what they're not saying, opposed to what they are saying. Because what they are saying is what's contributing to the brainwashing. Because you have the exact same rhetoric being spoke that people were speaking during the 9/11 times. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay? I hate the fact that innocent children are being killed on both sides. Hate the fact that innocent, like you said, innocent people, men, women, everybody are being killed on both sides. It's senseless, literally. But what we're not going to do, me personally, as somebody who definitely knows the truth and brings the truth, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know who funded and who gave birth to Hamas. It's kind of the same thing if you wanted to associate.
Yes,
It's the same playbook of the United States and ISIS.
they basically doing this,
Come
man.
on, man.
They building a they built a police squad. Well, they came behind, open up the door, leave off.
Word be.
We were staying there, you know what I mean? Weapons, all types of shit. So now we got the cats with the weapons and shit, and then now we got the force. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with over there. We got little sister giving them what they need, and then on the other, still feeding and funding. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The ones so they can do what they do just to give us a reason. You know what I'm saying? To do what we need to do. It's just it's a bigger, it's the same thing but bigger game, like Zito said. And that's it on that.
That's it. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm afraid of the truth. You understand? Don't be afraid of the truth. It shall set you free, as they say. All right? But that's it in terms of our forefront part of the agenda. We got Q&A that we can get into. I'm gonna put a motherfucking give me a goddamn chess clock on this shit. How is it even logical to support not an ideology that you would be exit? Thank you, B. Contradictory? I think so. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Holes, man. Holes in it all. That's why I don't fuck with religion. Holes everywhere. Q&A, per usual, listenership, viewership. If you have any questions, especially people in the chat, shoot them up, and we will answer them live here every freaking Sunday. We appreciate all the questions that you've sent thus far. Keep them coming, keep them rolling. One good thing about y'all's day. One good thing about y'all's. What's one good thing about your day? It's crazy. There you go. Oh, man. Or I think that. Listen, I will maintain my one good thing every day that I get to wake up. That's it. Everything else is par for the course. You know, got breath in my lungs. I'm here with everybody who matters. And, you know, that's it. That works for me. What is that?
No.
Word. Word. Yeah. This is definitely grind season. First question coming in. Hey y'all, much love. What is the latest with Blazing that 420 Medicals? How is business? That is a good fucking question.
Gift of another day. Facts.
Hey.
Thanks for the question. The question was definitely on point. Actually, we got some things to talk about and put together. I know my boy B out there doing some things right now. I got a few things blowing up. Me and Z talked about some things he ran by me that he wants to do and help out with as far as how he doing the marketing thing. And then other than that, just stay tuned. We got some things coming. Like I said, we just making sure everything we do now is always top notch, always official. Rather we have to do it or we have it set up to where you could just order and get it. We will not have nothing set up no more to where you just have a stall or wait or draw back. Once everything is ready to go, it'll be full blown. no nothing, no mishaps or nothing. So, man, just stay tuned. A lot of different flavors though. It's so many different cannabinoids out there right now. We just want to be able to attack everything. We want to be able to help everyone this time around. So it's not more just being able to get medicated in just any sense, but get medicated the right way. What you're supposed to be getting medicated with. It's not just okay. We blazing 420 medicals. Come get your smoke. It's 420 blazing 420 medicals. Come get what you need. So, but stick around. Man. We got something. Always going.
Progress against all odds, always progress. It's all that matters. That was a great fucking question. See? That's how you know people be listening and locked in shit. Like I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Word. All right, next question coming in. What are some businesses that you guys are currently supporting and why? All right. Some businesses that you guys are currently supporting. For one, obviously, the Get Righteous podcast is a platform for uplifting each other, uplifting businesses, uplifting everything that we got going on. So as a culture, everybody that we're tied to is doing something different. Specifically for me, supporting John P. Clothing, our brother Ski, doing great things out here with the merchandise. He has watches, he has hoodies, t-shirts, you name it. Like, and he's out here moving and shaking with all the people who be moving and shaking. You feel me? And he's doing excellent work right now. I'm just fucking proud as shit of him. Outside of him, Kira's Cuisine. She's getting her chefing on, and if memory serves, she just got accepted into a baking, like a baking cooking competition or something like that. But she's rolling out her chef hat, her apron, and everything. I'm gonna tag all the accounts in the video when we post this. So shout out to Kira's Cuisine. My brother Scorpio's Chronicle. He is a creator, author. Also, he has his own comic book coming out. We're gonna have him on the pod at some point in the near future when he's ready. And obviously, my guy Sinister's Comic Realm. He's an independent comic books store. Once again, I'll tag. He literally has everything that the major stores have, but for a fraction of the price. Great pricing. He'll work with you. Whole shit. Great dude. My B Shine's family, financial literacy, and my dude Keon. Like, you know shit, bro. Beyond proud of him. Crossed a major milestone in business. Definitely gonna have him back on for the financial literacy episode. And that's who I'm rocking with currently. So, shout out to y'all.
If my boy is listening, we gotta get you back on board in this joint because I'm ready to make a couple of them, IEs. Other than that, yeah, I got to shout out people that I constantly probably bump into, run into. There's a few up and coming small businesses that I do got to get a few things from. A couple like oils, lavenders, candles, feel by people care, and then I forgot what the car company's name. I don't know if Zito remember. Always, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Shout out to bro too. B gang. Motherfucking B gang. The B.
Yeah, I'm always oh yeah. Both the juices, the beats and the beats, you know what I mean, my boy. Well, if I come across if it's flavors is something I'm not with and you know what I mean, help you with, I'm gonna grab something. If I can't, I'm gonna figure out a way, like Zito said, to put you out there, help out, point somebody the right way. But my boy Dre, got a shirt from him, the Lions Den, where we get it in at, where we bringing up boards community build, just talking and raising like we got back in the day. So yeah, and that's it right there.
Or definitely. Eventually, we gotta introduce y'all to everybody who we be shouting out. You know, just gotta link schedules, and y'all will love the different stories of everybody and how they came to be. Like it's a lot of epic shit going on down here. Like our generation, we moving and shaking out here, and it's not to be fucked with. Like we out here doing it. So it's only a matter of time before you start seeing shit publicly. You know. Moving into our next question. What's good, y'all? My question is for the both of you. Is sex everything in a relationship? Please break it down. Ooh, everything. Is it everything?
I'm just gonna tell you all this right here. Get in, if that's what it is, then just let it be known. I want to get it in, you know what I mean, whatever. But if you build in a relationship and y'all get to the point to where it's whatever y'all about, y'all start living together, and you know, it's different things for different people. Some people shit want it once a month, you know, what I mean, 5 times a year or whatever. How it go? Like we seen these articles, all types of videos and stuff like that. And then you got some nymphos, you got some freaks, and in my relationship, you gotta be able to get it in at any times, all wills, and I don't know, all costs. It's on some Christian Grey shit. So with it, you gotta go with to the nigga that's want to lean back in the bed and just watch you walk by every day. You know what I'm saying? But with me, you know what I mean, it's a total different story. So it's not everything, but it's gonna be everything and everything.
um, I knew you was gonna say some shit. I already knew the shit. Um, so, all right. For me, it's not. All right, it's not the end all be all. How about that? Obviously, it's a wonderful motherfucking thing to enjoy with your mate, with your partner. All of these things, obviously, it's icing on the cake. It's the cherry on top. It's a beautiful thing. Um, there are other things in a relationship that are more important, but you know, your physical connection and everything like that obviously is something that needs constant work and constant attention. You understand? Because you want to be connected in all aspects. You want to be connected mentally and spiritually and physically and all of these things. And the only way to do that is to engage. You know, are there other ways of, satisfying urges, such as, yeah, there are, if you're good with your shit. But everybody, everybody can't play that
Right.
game.
Exactly. Oh shit. I almost canceled the goddamn shit.
Look at
But like you said, but fact is everybody can't play that game, so you got to be willing to. You know what I mean? Like
saying, if we being honest.
word. As I said, this is being. All you got to be 100 when getting into shit with people. You got to understand what they've been through, what they know, what they into, and what they willing to do because deep down the line with somebody and figure out like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
like damn, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So I want to depart and be away, and the person still got to talk to somebody else, and we know how that all we know how that go. We know where to go. So you know what I'm saying? Be 100. Listen, we're gonna love each other, but like to get it in. Can you get it in?
Or,
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
all right. Yeah. All right. That's all I got for that, man. Next question is peace, you two. My girl is bad as fuck. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Uh, but isn't the brightest. Um, I like to be stimulated mentally as well as physically, and I'm not getting that. What should I do? Ouch. See, you're in between a rock and a hard place because you got a bad motherfucker on your arm, which is wonderful. It's beautiful, you know. But if you're craving more stimulation mentally and everything like that, and she can't give it to you, what do? You help her. You help her get there. Hopefully, it's not a superficial thing where you're like, yo, I got this bad bitty on my arm, so I'm like, ugh, I can't let that go. And hopefully, it's a full relationship, and it's not just about how bad she is. Because a bad motherfucker with, that got the looks, cool, but the baddest motherfucker is the one who got the brains. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I tell people, keep doing. Yeah, somebody wants somebody looking nice, looking cool and shit like that. But at the end of the day, still got to sit down, still got to talk, still got to conversate, still got to make moves, still got to build. If you don't understand, can't do none of that.
Yep. Like, you help her. We live in a day and age where a lot of people are giving up on their relationships, long-term relationships, or if they have to put work in a relationship outside of the things that they want to do. They want ready-made shit. It's the microwave culture. You understand? I am cut from the cloth where if you're lacking, I'm going to help build you up.
On ping pong a little bit. Will this is what it comes. Ask question is second thing. No, it's not everything, but you willing to get on some type of level. You know what I'm saying? Or help each other out. Now you ain't got the brains, you got the beauty. I got the brains. I can help you get the brains. But if you're not willing to get the brains, guess what? Bye bye, you go. I don't care how or what you doing, because I ain't gonna be bird brain.
I agree. Gotta be willing. 100%. If you're willing to sit down and have these conversations and read and build and all of these things, let's get to it. Knowledge is like being all right, not being not being the brightest. That's fixable. Like you can fix that. That just comes down to just diving in and building yourself up, and your mate helping you build. That's it's part of my love language. God damn it. Yeah, man, build with her. Don't cancel out just because you got a bad motherfucker and you ain't getting what you need mentally. Like, build. Help her build. And she'll become even better. Because a motherfucker who can give it to you mentally as well as physically, that's what this shit is all about. We got one more question, two more questions. All right. Let's get to this one. A few episodes back, you guys spoke on shadow work and if it's evil or not. I don't see how it isn't evil. I talked to my pastor about it, and he agrees. You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Yeah? Okay. How about this? Cool.
Right, facts. I want to say that.
How about this? Since you want to go on the hill and say you got it wrong, okay? Ask your pastor this. How about, and you come back and you drop another question, okay? Ask your pastor, what's evil about getting to know the side of you that is supposed to be stomped out by your inner God? How about that? Let's start there.
Yeah, I want to wait. I'm waiting for next week for the.
Because shadow work is about introducing yourself to your opposite. You can claim to be a good person and positive person and all of these things. The shadow work is to address trauma, your trauma. The shadow work is meant to deal with the dark side, You understand? And it is a trippy ride. I ain't gonna hold you. It is, but it's a worthwhile ride because a person who is in touch with their inner darkness as well as their inner light is a person who can't be fucked with. There's nothing evil about that. So, what do you say?
Nah, I said, yeah, so go ask him and come back with the question next week and let us know. I said, what was the last question?
Since we got it wrong. uh, all right. Last question. Appreciate you sending that in regardless, though. Last question is, hey, I Googled you guys. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Thank you. And I have to say, you are everything you say you are. My question is to Zito, how did you come to select the services you offer? How hard was it to actually monetize your business? That is a great fucking question. To give it to you in plain Jane form, not to confuse you, so it's concise and you can execute. I came to select the services that I offer. I play to my strengths, literally. What are you good at? What have you been doing the longest? I've been promoting people the longest. I've been advertising people the longest. I've been marketing people the longest. One thing, bar none, you strip down all of my intangibles, the one thing I'm going to be able to do is talk you in and put asses in seats. That's what I do. I've been doing it forever. You understand? So, when it came time to select services, I was like, all right, we can definitely go on the marketing route because I know how to do that. You understand? It being social media and digital marketing based. I've been doing that. I was doing it before it was cool. You understand? So that was easy, easy peasy. Plus, I said to myself, I need something recession proof. If we go into a recession, I need some shit that's going to be able to feed me while everybody don't got bread, or while bread is extra tight. And one thing that businesses always need is marketing and advertising because they got to put the word out. They need to get the word out. People need to know what the fuck is going on. You feel me? So it's foolproof. So that became the ideology. Build a recession-proof business. A need that is something that's constant. And that's just one of the things. Now, all the other services we offer, logo design and fly, people are always going to need, businesses are always going to need logos. Companies are always going to need flyers, whether they be physical or digital. You understand? People are always going to want business cards designed. People are always going to want T-shirts designed. So graphic design, that was another notch. You understand? Like I literally played to all of my strengths, and that was that. How hard was it to actually monetize? Um, I would be lying to you if I didn't say it wasn't hard because it was hard. But the reason why it was hard is because being based in a town and in a state where gatekeepers run crazy and they believe in one way of marketing and they will put money behind stopping you and their money is bigger than your money. um, I dared to challenge the way that they market, so it made business harder for me, right? But what I did was guerrilla tactics. I started kicking down doors via social media, um, and that's how I started getting my clients. Oh, they're doing what for you? I can do this better. Oh, they doing what for you? I can do it better. Now the proof had to be in the pudding, because I talk them into the room. I say I'm doing shit better. Oh, I motherfucker want to. But you go look at everything that I manage, all the restaurants that I manage, and the printing companies, and all of these things, our personal socials and everything. You go see what the fuck we doing. You see the numbers. I walk my talk, and that's how I monetized it. Literally. Kick down the fucking doors. Get up in these inboxes. Get in them DMs. Hey, I do X, Y, and Z. You know? I can do this. I can do that. Give them a fair price. Give them an example of success. Done. All right? Hope that helps. That is all the questions. That's it. That's all I got.
Bro, you know what I gotta do? Load this up so Zito could do what he do. Spread this to all across all platforms. We love y'all. This is the Get Righteous Podcast. Your boy King Heru. We using and your boy King Espizito. We out. Peace, family.